Praised be Jesus and Mary. In the Franciscan calendar today we celebrate the feast of Saint Felix of Cantalice. He was born in the year 1515 of humble and pious parents, and as a boy he tended cattle and later became a farm laborer. And his hard work didn't make him coarse and worldly minded, as sometimes happens. But he was always gentle and kind to everyone. And when he came home at night, all tired out, he still spent much of his time in his room at prayer. And he was grieved that he wasn't able to attend Holy Mass on weekdays. And he would have gladly consecrated himself, his whole life, to the service of God. But he couldn't see any way in carrying out his desire until one day there was an accident that gave him that opportunity. He had to break in a team of young oxen to the plow, and they were very wild, and the oxen shied. And when Felix tried to stop them, they ran him down, dragging the sharp plowshare across his body. And the peasants ran over to the scene, certain that they would find him dead. But he got up unharmed, with only his jacket torn, and he went straight to the employer and begged to be released from his service. And the little he possessed, he gave to the poor, and went to the nearest Capuchin Friar, where he begged for admission. And after a trial period, his request was granted. And now he felt newly born, as if heaven itself had opened up to him. But as novitiate, he was to experience the burden and struggles of this earthly life. The devil attacked him with violent temptations of all kinds, and he was also seized with a lingering illness which made it appear that he was unfit for community life. But his patience and self-control and prayer and his openness toward his superiors helped him to be admitted to vows, which he took with great fervor. And soon afterwards, they sent him to the Capuchin Friar in Rome, where he was appointed to the task of gathering alms, which he did for the next 42 years. And he went about so humbly and reserved that he edified everyone. He had when he received an alms, he had such a heartfelt way of saying Deo gratias that the people called him Brother Deo gratias. And poverty was his favorite virtue because our Holy Father St. Francis loved Lady Poverty so much, and St. Francis forbade his friars to accept money in any form, and Brother Felix could never be prevailed upon to accept money under any circumstances. And once when leaving a house, he slung the sack over his shoulder, but felt it weighed so heavily upon him it almost crushed him. And he searched the sack and found a coin that someone had secretly slipped into it. And he threw it away with disgust, and he easily took up his sack again. So Almighty God granted St. Felix some very extraordinary graces. Many sick people were restored to health with the sign of the cross. There was a dead child that he gave back alive to its mother. And in the most puzzling cases, he was able to give helpful advice. And he died while catching sight of Our Lady, who invited him to the joys of heaven. And that was on the Feast of Pentecost, May 18th, 1587. Pope Urban VIII beatified him in 1625, and Pope Clement IX canonized him in 1712. So let us pray to St. Felix, a very humble lay brother who loved God and Our Lady. Let us ask him to help us do the same.